Let's talk once more.
Yeah, sure.
So we were talking about the idea of people who are very marginalized, who have lots of issues in our community, like addiction issues, and they're on the street. And we're talking about ways of, well, we're talking about, I guess, the ethics of helping them in some ways, like
Can you help somebody who doesn't want help?
Yeah, exactly. And we're talking about, can you want somebody who doesn't want help? Like, that's exactly what we're talking about. And it seems that the only way that you can, well, you could compel somebody through a court system and a 2-year kind of thing, and maybe that does work. But probably the best way to do it is to convince them in some way that it's a good thing.
And it is possible to do that, and that's why I say a 2-year program, because like the 12-month recovery centers have way better results,
right?
Than the 2-month or 3-month or 4 months.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It takes a long time to untwist your brain to even come to have any value in yourself, in your own life.
Yeah.
That you want to live.
Yeah.
And to see that there's opportunities out there for you.
Yeah.
You know, I know from my own drug addiction, I'm achieving things now that I could not have dreamed of.
Yeah.
Could not have dreamed of. Right? And even the meager possessions I have, you know, the sense of self-worth, you know, my ability to get along with people, my you know, sense of what are my boundaries, what other people, what's their boundaries, right?
Right.
I didn't know any of this before I cleaned up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know, now I've internalized those are tools that I use on a daily basis now.
Yeah.
Right? But you know, before I went to the kinds of programs that I learned those things, you know, life was chaotic, and it was going to stay that way.
Yeah.
And it was never my fault.
Never. Did you have a longer program, Elon?
No, I've never been in a residential program.
Right.
But I've done hundreds of hours of you know, work with counselors and psychologists, and I've read a lot of the literature on codependency, you know, the AA literature, the NA literature.
Yeah.
And hundreds of meetings.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where you really learn it in meetings, because you see what's happening with other people.
Right.
And you come to not pity yourself so much, because you realize, Jesus, that person has those problems.
Okay.
And that's what they're doing about it.
Right.
You know.
So I just want to stop you for 1 second. The sort of that's what they're doing about it piece. So when you learn about what people are doing about it, and when you learn that you're not alone in that kind of struggle or that kind of work,
yeah,
that is also a good thing, I imagine.
Oh, sure. Then you go out and you like you try to do whatever it is they're doing. Like maybe you make a commitment to stay out of bars.
Yeah.
Or you get rid of some of your using and abusing friends.
Right.
Right, and that can be really difficult.
I can see that getting rid of your friends could be very difficult, because your friends are your friends, right? I mean, it's hard to try to replace one community with entirely a new one overnight.
Exactly, and but then you start to realize that your friends are the other people in the NA program.
Yeah.
Who are going through the same difficulties you are.
Right.
And you realize that you're using and abusing friends. You come to realize that drugs are more important than the friendship.
Yeah, right. Okay. I got it.
Like that's why they're really your friends, because they can commiserate with you and get ripped with you.
Yeah.
You know, and fuck up and go to jail and all that. Yeah.
So do you mind me asking what your plans for the summer are? What you up to this summer? You have any plans?
Well, I got this law course. I'm loving it, and
Right.
um, my one of my options ahead of me now is that, geez, here I am, 63, and
You're a very spry 63, my friend.
thank you, and if I can, if I do well in this course, and I'm certainly on the right track here, I think I'll write my LSAT.
Okay.
You know, and then you know, maybe you, Vic, go to law school. You know, yeah.
I personally think you should be in journalism, online and offline journalism. This kind of stuff we're doing here, I mean, it's just like so incredible, right? We're going to be, it's broadcasting now live. We don't have many people watching, but when we record it onto YouTube and stuff, people can watch it, right, and see what we're up to and talking about. And that's, oh, sorry, my screen's here, everyone on. That's kind of a cool thing.
But we need to get. You see what I'm doing with my hand here?
Money, yeah, advertising. Well, this is what I'm thinking about. Like, my plans for the summer. Let me give you a bit of a sense, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I got 8 million plans, but around this stuff that we're doing right now,
Okay.
what I want to do is I am actually going to a conference in Las Vegas in August. Before I'm going on holiday with Marcia in Las Vegas. So before I go on holiday in Las Vegas, there's a 3-day New Media Expo conference, which is going to hopefully, I'm going to learn more about how to do audio and video on the internet.
Oh, yes.
What I'd like to do actually is have a version of the show. This show right now is basically non-profit, right? The Kamloops Show.
Yes.
But maybe the Kamloops Show becomes a for-profit show, and we have another show named something different that's non-profit. But
Sure.
I think it would be a good idea to do an interview show, right, with folks around town. So welcome new people to our community, new businesses, new people at the university. Have somebody who's been here for a long time. Kind of profile some community issues. 15-20 minutes. And then post the show as a whole.
Yes.
And post it in segments.
Yes.
So you could have someone do like a wine segment, right?
I like this way better than any newspaper idea.
You could have someone do, but you have to have a laptop, probably, or you can bring them in here, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking to the guys at Lee's Music downtown about looking at actually a professional or semi-professional microphone setup,
Okay.
which has like a mixer and mics and like I have a camcorder there, but it's slightly broken right now, so I have to get it fixed. Maybe get another camcorder that you could do like,
With a wider screen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and get a lighting. Look at you, you're so fat.
I know, aren't I? Yeah, that.
So am I though, so it's
my
okay.
My pot is prominent here.
Yeah, my pot's gonna be prominent too. Don't worry. Actually, I'm losing it, thank God, but I gotta keep on doing that. Go for a long walk tonight. So, for me, the issue is, for me, the fun would be trying to figure out a way of doing a show that had sponsorship, right?
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
maybe email out to 400 or 500 people in town. Between us, we know 400 or 500 people in town
Sure.
who might watch a show like this, right?
Yeah.
And maybe once a week,
Yeah.
like do kind of a sort of a online kind of midday variation like they do on CFJC, but do it very much. Do it differently, obviously, but do it like on a with some different angles to it.
Different angles, more controversial?
Yeah, that could be good too. We can have the controversial minute. Have you rant?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
that's my thought right now. I'm just gonna stop this right now and then.
Okay.
So let's stop that. But okay, folks, thanks for watching the Kamloops Show.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. We're gonna just stop right now, and we'll be back hopefully regularly over the next
Yeah.
while.